All right. Minecraft on a Monday. What a concept. Um, hey, everybody. Just gonna stream a little Minecraft on a Monday, and it looks like after reinstalling Windows, I have to add the server. Whoops. Hopefully, I'm still allowed on the server. Hopefully, I'm not delisted.
Thank you.
Now I have to remember the server address. All right, hold on a minute. What a good start. What's the server address to my own server? There it is. Okay. Hi, Bill. Hi, Crossbow. Hi, Problem Machine. Thank you, Bill, for 55 months of that. And yeah, well, this is the first, excuse me, first stream on the new version of Minecraft 1.19, which is cool. I know that there are frogs. I know that there are frog blocks. There are ancient cities, I guess. I don't know exactly the best way to explore for that stuff, but I guess my first question is, does anybody know if there's anything that's been built since last I streamed? I know the server's kind of going through a dormant period, which is fine. It comes and goes, but just wanted to throw that out there if anybody knows of anything that's cool that I should check out. But otherwise, I'll probably just go, let's see, to Old Town, and I don't know, maybe I'll just kind of like explore from here. I gotta dump all my terracotta. Or maybe I don't actually, I have food, I'm good. So, yeah, I wanna go find some frogs. What's happening? Why am I jumping? Oh god, all my hotkeys are different now. Wait, what's something was jump there. Oh, no, it's not jump. It's that I've got the auto jump thing on. Oh, I hate it. Oh, God, all my Minecraft settings got reset. Oh, no, the worst. Okay. Pretty happy with how fast I found that. Is 1.19 new? Yeah, Frampus. I mean, it's not, like, brand new, but it came out, what, 2 weeks ago, I guess? Our server just got updated, so that's exciting. Thank you, Paul, by the way. Paul, if you're listening to this VOD later, I really appreciate everything that you've done to keep our server going and updated because I'm very bad at that stuff. Somebody left this door open. Yeah, most valuable Paul. So I know that the cool stuff got generated on top of our server. I'm wondering if I just kind of like go exploring, can I find some cool stuff? I don't know, but let's do that anyway. Travis asked, am I ready to show my thing? No, I haven't played in the last couple weeks. Boy, the last couple weeks have been really a roller coaster. I was really looking forward to like this last week, thinking I'll have tons of time to just sit and stream. And this weekend was a mess for me. I got like, I don't really know what happened to me physically, but I think I got severely dehydrated after doing a lot of bike riding. Even though I was hydrating a lot, I guess it wasn't enough. And I got really sick on like Saturday and Sunday to the point where I could like barely get off the couch, let alone stream and speak. So I managed that Alpha Centauri stream. I really don't know how I did that because I felt terrible right when I hit start streaming. But I guess I rallied for a minute. But feeling better today, thankfully, because I was getting a little concerned. And but yeah, haven't had a chance to finish my thing. I will though. I am looking forward to hanging out on the server. I do wish that my Minecraft play overlapped more with the general. It seems like when the server is super busy with people building, I am not feeling Minecraft, and then when I'm feeling Minecraft, everybody's not feeling Minecraft. So when I'm building, I'm just sort of I feel like I'm playing single player, but I've been enjoying trying to map that thing out, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I could build some of that on the stream, but I'm kind of more curious about can I find some new 1.19 stuff. Oh, Toby. Toby's growling. Yato says almost time for spooky zone building. That's true. We spooky times are almost around the corner if you're getting in ahead of October. So so I don't really know why I'm coming out here, but I feel like maybe it's a safer place to dig. And I don't really know what I'm expecting to find, but I do know that there are. I guess I want to go to a swamp. And I know there's a swamp out here somewhere, but it might be pretty far away. I'm not sure. I want to find those frogs. Oops. There's one near the big hole, says Yato. The big hole meaning the theme park big hole? I think Toby might have heard the chicken in Minecraft or like the sheep and barked at that. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. I think sometimes Toby hears that clucking of the chicken and gets confused. Next to the theme park, an Egyptian temple in the desert. Okay. Oh yeah, I know that one. Okay, thanks Yato. Yeah, let's go there and see what this stuff is. I'm curious. Wow, this path. I haven't been on this path in a long time. Feels good to do a real Minecraft Monday. It's been a second since it's actually been on Monday. I keep saying it, but my stupid schedule will finally be settling down here, particularly at the end of this week. Stop it, Frampus. Don't do that to me. Don't you do that. I don't like it. Oh, the theme park's so good. One of the things I wish there was a way to make the Minecraft server more visible on the Discord, because I feel like we've had some new folks join here and there, but the fact that you have to add it as a role, I'm wondering if people are even aware that it exists. We have this like secret Minecraft chat going on, but I feel like it'd be good if it was server wide. But I'm not quite sure how to do that because it's by like category, I think, the way it's set up. I guess Minecraft could just be its own category. Maybe that would be the solution. Yeah, crossbow. The thing is, like, I am not one of those people that gets bothered by like an unread message, you know? But I know those people exist, and that is why the roles exist. I never have to like read. I have. Let's see what the counter's up to, folks. I have currently 18,362 unread emails on my phone. So that's me. So that stuff doesn't bother me at all. I don't mind the roles being exposed, but I know that I'm probably in the minority, I would feel. I think most people really like to like clear everything off and get bothered by that. Straight down here, then left diagonally once you get to the desert. Okay. Frampus, that would take like 10 years. Well, what would I take? No, it'd take like 60 years. I did actual math after I did very poor math. I don't think I'll make it. Maybe I will. And diagonally once you get to the desert. Okay, so this direction. Oh, how nice to have some energy in the morning, not have a million things going on in the morning, just playing Minecraft. This really was the perfect game for the beginning of the pandemic because it is very relaxing and it really does just slow your day down. Let's see. You should don't read any of the new ones until you're done. Well, that would just create a new backlog. I don't know what the point of that would be. Okay, here's the swamp. I see it. It's getting dark though. I mean, I guess I'm in the swamp right now. Did I bring a shovel? I do have a shovel. Okay. Yeah, I'm really glad our server doesn't. Inbox Zero is a lifestyle and it's objectively the best one. See, I would disagree because I have to spend so much less time reading emails and like determining what they are and categorizing them and deleting them. I spend no time doing that. It's great. I guess I'll just dig down on one of these platforms here. Well, I guess I'm just looking for frogs on the surface, but then I do want to see if I can find like a cool city or something. Ah, but see, the number isn't evil to me. I embrace the number, and it makes my life a lot less stressful. Yeah, I wonder where these frogs are. It's very dark. Oh, I'm gonna die. You have a sword. Do I have a sword? Oh, I do have a sword. Okay. Looking for frogs. Don't see any frogs. Whew, man, you know how like some mornings your coffee just like barely brings you back up to zero, but some mornings your coffee just makes you feel amazing? I'm having that like the latter one where I've had like 2 days where I felt dehydrated and sick, and now I have energy and I drank this coffee and it's so enjoyable. Are we sure they spawn in old swamps? I'm not sure, Cord. I thought I would check the one closest. And I am not positive that they spawn in old swamps. I'd be sad if they don't, though. There's a lot of old swamps. Doubt they do, says Potato. Oh, that's weird. Okay, whoops. Well, I throw my sword in protest. Swamps and mangrove swamps. Okay. Ah. Into the Breach Advanced Edition. What is the Advanced Edition bringing to the table there? I did actually end up really liking that game. I bounced off that game, not hard, a very soft bounce initially, and then Janelle got really into it and then pulled me back in, and then the second wave is when I really took to it. It took me a second, and then I got really into it. Big content update, new units, enemies, missions, and everything. Oh, that's cool. I'll definitely play that. Although streaming it, I remember, this is back when I was streaming a lot, I remember not many people had played it, and so it was very confusing for a lot of folks. I remember people being like, what is it? Like, you have, like, limited moves, and it's like a puzzle? I don't get it. It's just so tiring. Well, again, if you free your mind from being good at it, then it's less tiring. Janelle definitely like really considers every move very carefully, and it's probably not a surprise to anybody, but I do not. I mean, I consider them. I definitely try to make tactical choices, but I do not attempt to be perfect in that game. Well, we're not finding any frogs, and I'm upset about it. I think we need to go find another swamp, but I'm wondering, is there a swamp? I mean, I don't want to like creative mode find new territory, you know. But if I just go out in a direction, I'm sure I will not find any new swamps. Oh man, this thing is so wild. I'm just gonna go at this thing again, as long as it's here. Wiki says old swamps are fine. Yeah, I would imagine. I'd be really surprised if they didn't spawn in old swamps. Yeah, so what's going on with like Netflix game? I just saw like there was another Netflix game that got announced. I forget what it was. Oh, this is so cool. Wow. I don't even remember this room. The library here. Oh, there's definitely a correct answer. Yeah. With if the breach moves, there's always the best move. Can you imagine if creepers were turned on and it just blew a chunk out of this whole thing? It'd be so sad. Which mobile games you download from the App Store for free and then log in with Netflix and it lets you play. Oh, so you're not actually playing on like the Netflix client. You're just you're using your Netflix login to play a mobile game. Okay, that makes more sense. I was very confused when I first saw that, like, Netflix has games now. Alright, well, I guess I am gonna, like, Superman my way to a swamp. Maybe, actually, you know what? Let's just go back to the swamp. I wonder if it was just that it was, like, raining or something. Maybe they only come out in the daytime. Where are the frogs? That's a cool mine shaft. Maybe I can tunnel down there for fun, but I don't see any frogs. This isn't a very big swamp. I guess we've been building near it, so I wonder if that has something to do with it. Maybe frogs are like fairly sparse. You need like a big... Yeah, Into the Breach I could get back into very easily. Although, Into the Breach is one of those games that increasingly I would almost rather play on Switch. You know? I mean, I would like to stream it if people were into that, but I usually won't sit at my computer and play a game like that anymore. It's such a nice way to play a game. Like, that's, like, Slay the Spire, I just, at a certain point, fully switched over to the Switch version. It was just so nice. Although then that really made my wrist hurt because holding that stupid thing up is a pain. What is it with every, like, mobile console now just, like, weighing 1,000 pounds? I miss my Game Boy Color that weighed nothing. Old man yells at cloud. Yes, that was a shot at the Steam Deck. But also the Switch, like the regular Switch. I know they released the Switch Lite, but also it can't plug into a TV. So, God, I don't know. There's no perfect version of that. Although we use the Switch plugged into the TV so little, but when we use it, it's like, oh, it's great that we can plug it into the TV. It's a tough compromise to make, I feel. All right, I'm just going to look around for another swamp, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to find these damn frogs, or I'm going to just plant myself and try to find an ancient city. One of the two. This is a really cool mountain here. This is not that far from spawn. Where the hell are we? Huh. This is a really cool spot. Look at these little pools. Has this been like regened or something? I don't remember this one. Lava coming out the side here? I guess I vaguely remember this. I kind of want to just tunnel into this mountain and see what's in there. Let's do that instead of finding those frogs. Maybe we'll find a city. I don't know. This is just what happens when there's no new buildings to look at on Minecraft streams. I just like tunnel into a mountain and then that's the stream. I feel like this is a recipe for just falling through a hole and dying. I should probably, like, yeah, do something like this. Well, I hear bats, so there is a hollow spot coming up. Been getting way more into, whoa, okay, here we go. Exploring, I don't know if I've said this on the stream, I think I've said this on the Discord, but I've got a little like Minecraft group therapy group on an entirely different server, and been doing a lot of exploring on that, and it's been really fun just like going into caves and things. And just seeing what's there. but I'm very bad at it. I fall down a lot. And that server has the lose your stuff thing turned on, so it's especially bad. Oh, what's over here? I guess that's where I came in? Oh, yeah. Huh. Okay. Just made a little loop here. I want to find ancient city. Well, I'm really missing the Optifine / shader option of having your torch light up the area around you. Okay. This is cool. So much gold. Oh, I don't have any inventory space for gold? Oh, I've just got rail pieces. That's from that last stream. Oh, and diamond? Well, is there any reason to get... I guess there's a reason to get this stuff. Oh, that was emerald. I haven't seen an emerald block in a while. Crossbow, I don't think anyone's pinpointed a deep, dark biome for me, no. I definitely, definitely have found some pretty big caves, but I don't know about the deep, deep, dark biome now. Let's just go down. Where are we at now? This is 15. Oh, we got a long ways to go before this gets interesting. I didn't realize how much of the underground stuff is now this deep rock. Oh, here we go. Here's the good stuff. Oh. Oh. Saved by a cool little pond. That shot came from... Where's that? Oh, over here. Oh, cool. Cool river coming out of this cave. And just double checking that there's no other way out over here. Whoa! Oh, cool. I'm gonna die down here, but this is cool. Oh, yep, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I have to go to my parents for a couple of days, and I'm only gonna have a Chromebook. Do you think I could stream Spelunky off a Chromebook? Probably not. Probably would not offer enough processing power, I'm guessing. Looks like this little river dead ends there. I think it's more of a stream. It may in fact be a moth. Do Chromebooks even have video cards? I don't think so. So you'd have to use that CPU for the encoding. It'd be pretty bad. Let's try going somewhere in this cave. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Secret other way. Wow. Huh, this is a weird room. This room feels like there should be like a geode end or something, but there's not. It's just kind of the end of the journey. But we're not all the way down yet. We have some ways to go. Whoa, what? What? Oh no. What the hell are you? Ah! No, worms! Worms! What the heck? Oh, did I not pick up the diamond? It's fine. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, we're down here now. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, no. No! Oh. Well, I got a high score, though. I got a very elite score. I knew something about that score jumped out at me. Well, that was fun. Well, that's my thing I need to finish. Well, no frogs, though. I'm going to go out in search for frogs. In search of frogs. The next chapter of this stream. So, where the hell are the frogs? So what's the deal with the ancient city? They just kind of randomly spawn. They're probably not very common, I'm guessing. So I suppose on a stream, on any given stream, I'm probably not going to run into them, huh? Whoa, I don't remember this. Oh, this is just what glass looks like on without the shader on. Right, I do remember that. I thought that was water. Oh man, the bones. "90 degrees to the right." Thanks, potato. You think I have to generate new terrain for the frogs? Whoa, this is a really cool canyon. Look at this little farm down here. Oh wow, this is that. I remember this. Yeah. Right, Potato, didn't you work on this with somebody else? I feel like this was like a joint venture. It's like a long time ago, though. Right, Half-Life and Marvius. That's a name I've not heard in a long time. Is this a swamp? No, I don't. Well, yeah, it is. Okay, this is a swamp. This probably is a new terrain, though. I'm really surprised they're not spawning in the old stuff, though. Hmm. I mean, I guess I can try to find some new stuff, but it's I feel like that's sort of cheating. This is a cool cave. Someone's been here before. Well, yeah, I don't know. Should I do it on a single player map or just kind of throw on survival at some point here and just venture out? I'm gonna guess that I'm nowhere near the boundary of what's been explored on the server. Wow. Look at this village on this massive hill. That is really striking. Okay, Yato, let's go check out that bigger swamp, and if I don't find any frogs, maybe I'll use one of Cord's seeds that Cord just dropped there. Speaking of trading seeds, there's somebody in our neighborhood who has, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the concept of like, oh god, what do they call them actually? It's like a little, when people build almost little mailboxes, but they have like books in them, you know, in a neighborhood. It's just like a little book trade. But this lady in my neighborhood has a seed version of that. She's always got new little library. Sure, there you go. But yeah, she just puts out all these seeds for people to take, which is cool. Although I'm not sure that she's aware that seeds can go bad in the heat. I suppose not that quickly. So. There's a swamp on the edge of generated terrain. Okay. $2,200 and $3,200. Let's go there first. So brain dead on Saturday that all I could do was sit on the couch, and Janelle is out of town right now, and so I couldn't watch any of our shows. So instead I have my PlayStation 5, and I was just bopping around to all the games that I'm subscribed to, because I have PlayStation whatever plus premium, blah blah blah, and weirdly, I started exploring all the recent like EA Sports games because I've been enjoying FIFA. I've never really played a modern FIFA, and I actually think it's a pretty good simulation after playing it a bit. But boy, the other ones are not. The recent NHL EA game, oof, quite bad actually, and. I loaded up a Madden game for the first time in like 20 years, and it's ugh. Anyway, sorry if you like EA Sports games, but surprisingly, I thought FIFA was actually pretty good. There are fan mods for the last good hockey game from 20 years ago. Wow. Yeah, the NHL game was actually a big shock to me. I thought maybe it's come a long way, and in fact, it feels like it's regressed from the last time I played an NHL game. FIFA, though, FIFA actually does a pretty good job of kind of balancing out what an actual soccer or football game feels like versus like game mechanics. Like it makes like cornering kind of pointless because it would be really bad gameplay wise if that actually was a part of the game, the video game, in a serious way. Yeah, Cord, I am having the same experience, which I'm not sure if that means that maybe I should just stop playing those kinds of games, period. Like, I mean, I generally don't, but I think it means maybe the subscription itself is also maybe not that, it's not saving me money in the sense that I'm not really finding a lot that I like, but I won't even get into the games that I bounce off of because that would be mean, but the sports games I don't mind dumping on because, you know, they're just sports games. Doesn't matter. Okay, here we are at a swamp, and I don't see a single frog. No frogs. Game Pass I actually find a lot more value in. I mean, I end up... I've actually got 3 or 4 things in Game Pass that I would play anyway. But that's because they're PC stuff. On Xbox, I imagine that would not be the case, but I don't have an Xbox. But I do like having the PlayStation for just catching all the stuff that I can't play on a computer. Entities don't freshly spawn in already generated chunks. That's so strange, really. Okay. All right, we're going to go to the new one, I guess. Thanks for finding that, Yato. Let's go negative 1700, 3300. So I'm going to just null out our current Z value and head in this direction. Flight Simulator's on Game Pass, which is cool. I wish there were like really challenging things to do in that game. I did for a second. I don't think anybody was around when I did it, but I did play the super fast jets in VR and see if I was gonna barf, and that was a fun challenge to see if I would barf, but I didn't. So even that, not too challenging. I did, Cord. It was very obnoxious because it's clearly like a scripted kind of a thing, and or at least it's not scripted, but they've essentially like scripted the mechanics of it. It's not ideal, but also it's sort of underwhelming. The thing you want to do is there's a way to translate yourself up. Pretty much to space now, and so you take the Halo vehicle and just plop yourself into space, and then dive down because you can't maintain that altitude, but you can cheat your way into space and then descend. Okay, so we're going for negative 1700. There are some cool time trial things, but I don't know that would make for a good stream. Do you mean like the entire game of Halo, Elvec? Mm-hmm. Right. So you're just wandering around real streets shooting The flood or whatever. What are the little guys called? I don't remember what Halo's called. Little scrappy guys. Little scrappy guys are the best part of Halo. Little. Okay, so we are on the edge of explored space here in search of frogs. They're called goblins. Are they really called goblins? They're not called goblins. All right, here's that swamp. Thank you, Yato, for finding us a swamp. Let's see. Is this generated already? Does this have a frog? Lily pads. Wow, a frozen swamp. This is an interesting combination of biomes here. The Covenant guys are called grunts, that's right. Eastward looked ungenerated. Okay. Okay, so this way. Westward looked ungenerated. Alrighty, let's see. I mean, it's like a cold zone. I mean, I wonder if this was ungenerated, is this just the result of like, you know, some kind of ungenerated boundary, then it just generates a cold thing, so that we got a bad seam here, basically. Yeah, it looks like that was a very tiny swamp. I'm not sure there's going to be another one. But this is ungenerated territory, so I think I may as well just see if we can find something down here. I don't know. Let's just go exploring. I don't really want to cheat more territory. I feel like that's against the code of the server, but I will zip to here and then go back into survival and explore. Let's see if we can find an ancient city. Probably not, but you never know. You just never know. I'm gonna just hope for the best here. Okay, we're good. Just a little bit of an opening here, but nothing too interesting. Oh. Where are we at here? 45? Oh, we're actually still pretty high up. Oh! Just so happened to place that torch as we opened up into another cave system. Low ceiling here. Oh, a lush cave. Another one. Oh. And you can go in that hole. Oh, this is a big one. Whoops. Oh no. I don't like those creepers on the ledge staring down at me. A big cave city would be really cool. Yeah. Oh, that was the other thing. Is like, what's going on with the SimCity city? Has anybody like planned that out? Like, what's the deal with that? Or have we lost interest? Is the cave city the? Oh my God, this is a really deep cave. It's a really big cave too. Oh, uh-oh. Getting myself into a bit of a pickle here. Oh yeah, okay. Hmm. I guess we're probably pretty close to bed. Oh, there's bedrock. All right. Oh, I don't like being down here like this. It's not going to be easy to get back up either. Oh no. Well, that's going to solve that. Okay. Well, no, yeah. What's the deal with the SimCity city? Is it just that nobody's planned out where it should go, or anything like that? She says, I think we have an idea. Okay. Some old Tobytown real estate. Oh, cool. That makes me happy. I was gonna say if anybody needed me to find a spot, my first thought would be somewhere near this stuff, because I feel like it's just so much easier to get coordinated in Tobytown. Well, I will definitely jump on. I think my Chromebook can probably handle Minecraft. If anybody's got that plotted out, I will definitely jump on and help build over the next few days, because my plan, other than to fulfill my work responsibilities, is to just sit on a couch for the next couple of days. So be happy to jump on and ferry resources around or whatever. I have no other options at the parents' house for entertainment. But speaking of that, I should probably, well, let's just hold on a second. Let me think about this for a minute. What time is it? It's noon. Oh, I've got a couple hours. You know what? If I'm running out of Minecraft content, well, there was no real Minecraft content, period. But if I'm running out of ideas of what to do, I can't find any damn frogs. I guess we'll have to wait until somebody finds them on the server. Hey, it's Christmas. I guess I will play Spelunky. And make a real classic Minecraft Spelunky stream. Yeah, Potato, I guess if it doesn't get figured out in the next week, maybe the next Minecraft Monday I can help set the foundation up. I'd be much happier if somebody else did, though. I don't want to dictate any of that stuff, but if anybody needed help figuring out where to put it or how to do it, I'd be happy to help, I guess. Oh, our city was so good. I want to do another community project, one way or the other. If it's the SimCity thing or a cave. Skytown was really fun. I feel like we need a new thing to reinvigorate the player base. So I was like, wait, why is it snowing? Oh, it's because it's Problem Machine's little rose zone. Anyway. Cool. Yeah, I think I will play a little Spelunky because why not? I have the energy and I'm not going to be able to stream the next couple days. So, let me take a quick break because I just realized I don't have my controller in this room, and I will be right back. Okay. Sorry, that took a minute. The most baller move would be to build a city on top of the Nether where you're not even supposed to get to. Well, there's already that farm on top of the Nether, right? I feel like that spot's somewhat taken. Okay, let's do the Spelunky daily. Haven't played Spelunky in a couple of days. Usually not a great sign. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. My controller isn't working, and I think it's because... Oh, man. I guess the PlayStation controller isn't like plug and play? I thought it was. I thought Steam recognized it. trying to reinstall Windows recently, and so I think... How do I get this working? It's just like not even glowing. That doesn't seem correct. This is one of those things where I'm still, I mean, I guess like Xbox controllers work pretty easily, but I'm still just like, why can't I just plug in a controller and it just works? All right, one moment. Apologies. Okay, Frampus wins the day. That was the solution, Frampus. How to enable Steam input. Okay. All right, let's do this. Go right into the daily, why not? If you're not familiar with this, I am still attempting to beat both dailies back to back. I have not done well. I feel very far away from my goal. I don't understand what's going on lately. Even my Spelunky 1 play has dwindled, even though it's been pretty sharp in the past. I think some of it has to do with just pure mental concentration. I think some days I've got it, some days I am just out of it. And today I feel pretty sharp. Well, that would have been bad. Not really my fault, though. Oh, I think I did see something to the left here. I'm going to burn a rope and check it. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess it's nothing. All right, fine. Got a platform here. We have a dog. The dog is down there. Looks like burning one bomb and one rope is probably the most efficient way to do this. Done that without burning a bomb, but that's okay. Shoot. No, don't go in. No! Oh, the worst! God damn it. Alright, well. Oh, what is happening? Man, I thought this was going to be the run, and it's already going sideways. Oh, thanks, Superhero, and hi. I hope you've been well as well. And I can sympathize with the work schedule being weird. But I am finally, I'm so close to having a bit of a rest. I keep saying it, but it's going to be true for sure at some point here. Did that not go through? Oh, it did. He's just not. There he goes. Okay. Ooh, great up there, but well, I've created a lot of mayhem considering that this might be the. Oh my God. Okay. I guess this wasn't the, oh, the dog was there. Huh. I haven't found the key yet. This is a problem. Ah! Whoa! That was a wild opening. That was insane. Alright. Back to the clubs. Oh, okay. Okay, we're all good. We're better than good. This is very good. Nope. Oh, Jesus. Can you please just get this? Alright. Okay. Got everything we need. No 2 health, but maybe we'll get the chalice soon, who knows. This is looking scary. So let's do it the easy way. Just check for like sacrifice targets over here. I guess we're pretty much done. This isn't particularly easy. Oof. It's close. No! Mm. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, there's the dog. Well, this is going better than a lot of my runs lately, so sure. Don't really need any of that. Oh, another, oh god, I'm gonna die just from stupidity. No, stupid, oh no, oh! Well, to be honest, I haven't died to the fish in a long time, so I guess there's a first time for every death on this stupid journey that I'm on here. Maybe I need to just play a lot of. Okay. Hello? Is anybody there? That was really weird. I hope I'm back. Okay, that was bizarre. That was an OBS bug. OBS just like crashed upon trying to capture Spelunky 2, and it slowed my computer down. It was like, it must have been some kind of like memory leak or something. It was just like, my whole computer was down to like 1 frame per second. But I could hear like, hello in the background. It's super weird. All right, well, we'll forget that happened, I guess. And move on to Spelunky 2. Weird. So many strange computer problems lately, but All right. Yeah, at this rate, it feels like I'm more likely to beat Spelunky 2 than Spelunky 1, which is strange. I mean, on a given daily. Whoops. Oh, the double health loss. That's no fun. The thing about Spelunky 2 is when I don't make it on Spelunky 1, there's a lot less pressure on, and I wonder if that has something to do with the fact that I'm doing a little bit better in Spelunky 2 lately. Probably. Okay. Let's just what's the best way to get this dog out of here? I guess just run along the bottom. Oh, come on. I did that a little bit archaic. I should probably go back to it. I don't know, I probably just need more reps on both games in general. I think doing the daily once every day or two is just like not enough to be good enough to... Oh my god. No. Yeah, it's just not enough reps. I mean, this game really, like, I feel like to be good enough to do what I want to do, you kind of have to play it like, I don't know, 5 hours a week at least, you know, which I guess would mean I don't miss any of the dailies. I think that's kind of what I was doing, and then I was actually doing pretty well. I probably need to go back to like really making sure that I play every daily. Because I don't really want to play like hours and hours every day, but I think if I were really diligent about completing the daily every day, that would probably be enough playtime to get my skill back up. Anyway. The stream is quiet overall, says Frampus. Let me look at my levels here. So my microphone looks like it's getting very close to yellow in general, and the desktop, I'm just trying not to overpower the microphone, but I mean, I guess I can mess around with the mic a little bit. Let's see. I don't know. Well, there we go. I mean, now I'm bumping into the yellow a little bit more often. Maybe you just listen to like louder streamers, like more extreme streamers, Frampus. Why did I take the key with me? What am I doing? It's fine. We don't actually need it in Spelunky 2. nice to have, but you don't need it. Maybe I shouldn't even bother with it. I do want this turkey, though. Okay. I was feeling lucky there, and well, there we go. Oh boy, I have opinions on that show, RK, but I can't bring myself to voice them. You can probably guess though. Oh good, Super doesn't like it. Okay, now I don't feel as bad. Because I know there are a lot of folks who like Star Wars things that I don't like, but as long as we're all on the same page. What Cord says is generally true, although I think this is one of the most egregious cases I can remember. He literally says, "I haven't seen you in a long time, Obi-Wan," in Star Wars, and now it's like, well, no, I've seen you, and all these other things happened, and also you like rescued. Oh, I'm gonna spoil the show. I shouldn't spoil the show. To be fair, I only watched the first episode and then just like read about what happened after that. Oh my god. Please spoil it. Does anybody out there want me to not spoil it? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I guess that I'll have to do a little warning for anybody who's watching the VOD. No, I don't want to hear any technicalities. It's actually still a long time. It's absolutely absurd. I mean, in the context of like what they actually do in the show. All right, I am gonna. If you don't want to be spoiled, stop listening right now. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds, and then I'm gonna. Wow, look at chat just firing up. Maybe I need to do more hot takes on this show. I don't know. So I could say a lot. I could say a lot about why it's stupid, but the fact that the show centers around Obi-Wan saving Leia, and then at the end of the show, he like gives Luke the little toy spaceship that Luke plays with in his fucking room in Star Wars. And like, it just, of all the ways to like expand that storyline, it shrinks it in the most aggressive way. Like, I think maybe even, I mean, I don't know how you would rank like the idea that like Luke built C-3PO in the prequels or whatever, but it's up there with that. Let alone the fact that, yeah, like Obi-Wan and Vader like duel again, and it's like super sick. Just also Obi-Wan, like, I mean, I understand that the age, like, he's actually probably a little, maybe a little more than 10 years younger than Alec Guinness was during the first Star Wars, but like, he should look and feel older, right? I mean, like, it doesn't, none of this tracks. Like, none of it feels good. It's all dumb. It just, there's so many different things you could think of to do with a show like that, even if the overall idea of it is silly. There's so many things you could have done with it that aren't, like, it was just the most obvious, not obvious, not even obvious. No, it's not obvious. It's just the most insulting to your intelligence version of it. Oh my god. Really just bad on so many levels. And then Abominable singles out something that is just like increasingly a problem with Star Wars, which I like to largely blame one man for, but I don't think that's probably actually the case. It's probably being unfair, but I will just say I do think that that is a general problem with like, what's his name, Cowboy Hat guy. He seems especially prone to like pull out the whole cast of characters and make it like really aggressively about like, oh, this person from the EU's back, and that's like what the next episode's about, and like, oh man. I want those bombs, but I don't want to. Oh, Frambish, you made me laugh out loud. Just... God damn it. European Union characters. God, the Star Wars EU, but they're all just European. Whoops. Anyway. Yeah, those Star Wars shows, man. Oof. The thing about Star Wars movies is, I guess fundamentally, even when they're bad, they bother me a lot less because they're not taking up as much of my time. And I find this to be the case with a lot of stuff lately. Like, a lot of things are 10 episodes when they should be 1.5 of television. But I really don't mind like A Rise of the Skywalker. It doesn't actually offend me in that way because at least it's just a bad movie. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to watch that again, but at least it was only 2 hours of my life, right? And you know, I ate some popcorn while I watched it and got out of the house. But when I'm sitting in my house and could do literally anything else, and you want to tell me that I need to spend 6 hours watching Obi-Wan like bumble around and like save Princess Leia, it's just I didn't watch the Halo show, Super. I did not. The Marvel shows, I actually feel like are not bad generally. But I mean, partly that's because they're not just all about like, hey, this show's about how we gotta tie like Iron Man into the fucking show, and like this show's about how we gotta reference this thing, and like, oh god. Oh yeah, see, I am not on that train, Octosco. My Ms. Marvel takes? I actually think Ms. Marvel's totally fine. I thought the trailers looked really, really bad, and I was not excited to watch it. And then Janelle was like, "Let's watch it," and it's totally fine. Bye, doggo. Sure. No, she's got the big hands. She just also can like make a platform. It's very video gamey, actually. Oh boy. What am I doing? I mean, I do think that like they fundamentally did a pretty bad job with the marketing of that show, and also like I do think that effect does not look good. I think that effect actually stands out a lot in the marketing of that show. I do think like little things like that can really sway people one way or the other. And in that case, I was like, oof, man, it looks this looks kind of cheap. And oh boy, how am I gonna get out of this one? Oh no! Well, I got the dog. It's okay. Oh, it's almost not okay. Oh wait. Oh no. How do you get uncursed? I completely forget. Oh jeez, I'm super dead. Yeah. Oh, right, altars, yeah. All right, fine. What time is it? Okay, I got one more run at me. Which is good because I don't want to get into a place where I have too hot of a take. in the hot take zone right now. But yeah, wow, Kenobi, oof. I also just think it's like, I mean, look, I'm sorry, incoming Kenobi spoiler. I mean, this is, again, I did not watch the last episode other than 5 seconds of the stupid fight and 5 seconds at the very end. But at the very end, when he talks to Luke, he says hello there. It's just like, anyway. Does it have Luke? Oh, what? Oh, come on. That offended you? I mean, it's also just really poorly executed spinning. Like, there's this scene in the first episode where these, like, henchmen are chasing after Princess Leia, and which sounds insane, by the way, but anyway, and it's just so poorly filmed where she's running away from them and they just like happen to hit these branches that are like, so it's just the most contrived chase scene I've seen in a long time. It was extremely silly. Yeah, Janelle and I were both laughing at how ridiculous it looked. Oh man, I was reading chat. I don't know. I have a pretty codified, like, ironclad idea of what Star Wars should be, and I don't know that many people actually agree with me anymore. So it always gets into a weird place where, like, yes, that show was bad, but then the things that I like about Star Wars are not actually the things that most people like. So we end up on 2 different pages anyway. But See, I don't really care about any particular, like, plot. Like, I mean, I think that, people get so caught up on, like, oh, like, Rey's blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I think Star Wars is 90% about the execution of it and 10% about what's actually happening. I think what's really upsetting about Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker, is that, like, I think for all its faults, I think Abrams is actually like one of the few filmmakers right now who can actually like pull off the breezy style of a Star Wars movie, and it's just such a waste that that's what that ended up being. But I think if you've got John Williams and you have the technical skill to be able to make something like a Star Wars movie, then oh my god, that was a waste of jetpacks. Yeah, I definitely completed that speed run. Get to those 2 arrows as fast as possible. See, I'm old enough to remember when people said the same thing about the Phantom Menace and all the prequels in general. So, sure, everyone will be old enough to remember when the 10-year-olds of today. Oh boy. Well, Oh god. Yep, Elvac hit it right on the head. Good reading. Alright, let's get this chalice. Oops. Oh no. Okay. Mm. Oh, don't have a... Okay. All right. It's not your fault, PM. The thing is, there's no correct answer about like what's wrong with Star Wars because it's a franchise that's now so big that it means a million different things to a million different people. So. You know. I'm somebody who has, you know, storyboards from the original Star Wars movies on my wall, so... oh god. Did I just hung, actually? They're right over my shoulder. I mean, yeah, I don't even know that Star Wars needed a sequel. I still like a lot of things about Empire and Return of the Jedi, but largely Empire, but and I would generally agree with that. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to attempt. I think it's just really hard. I don't know. It's really hard to make another story. It's really hard to end a story. A lot of movies that you would say didn't need a sequel don't really have, like, I mean, they have an ending, but it's like an open ending, right? Which is like a good ending. That's a good way to end something. It's really hard to come up with like a definitive ending of this character's story, which I feel like is maybe just like a general problem that people try to solve that maybe doesn't need to be solved a lot of the time, you know? It's like, what happens to Neo after 4 movies? It's like, well, I don't know. I think it was fine when we didn't really know what happened to him at the end of the first one, you know? And I think the problem is that a lot of the things that do end with that open ending get destroyed by fans. Like, people are really upset by them. You can think of a million different versions of this off the top of your head. But even things that are kind of like, I don't know, upon not that careful consideration, not actually that ambiguous, like, I don't know, say like the Sopranos ending, people would get really uncomfortable with that, you know? Ambiguity, people identify it as something that is good, but then they really don't like it when it's in their face. And so I think that's part of the problem with like sequel filmmaking and franchises in general, is that people will say that they want something that's like nuanced or ambiguous, and then when they get it, they're like really uncomfortable with it. It's because we all just want to know what happens when we die, you know? We all want to know how it ends, but you just aren't going to know. But you want to know, so you want someone to tell you it's going to be okay. Anyway, I gotta go. I have to leave town in an hour. Early 90s, 2000s, we got so many trilogies specifically. Yeah, that was the whole thing back then, trilogies. I think Star Wars really like set the mold, and people were like, well, that's what you do. And now it's like, well, no, you can just make endless sequels. We're in that era. It's just all sort of like fashion. Anyway, good talking to all of you. Won't be able to stream over the next few days, but I'll be back on Thursday. And I hope to talk to all of you then. Hopefully, at that point, I will be back into a zone where I have time to stream at a moment's notice and in longer chunks. I know it's definitely coming. I think it will be the end of this week when it finally happens. Beverly Hills Cop, the cinematic universe of Beverly Hills Cop, it's true. Yeah, there were a lot of weird trilogies. Lethal Weapon, yeah. I guess that was a quadrilogy. Anyway, we'll talk about that next time. In the meantime, yeah, have a great week, everybody. And I'll catch you later. Bye.